And because she's saying words like convicted and real time, she act like she's saying something substantive. Shut the f*** up, B Simone. It's a couple people that just need to get off the internet for a while. We had a vacation and break from Krishan. She back now. You got to avoid her. B Simone is another one, though.
All right, so everybody has been talking about B Simone lately. If it's not her booty shorts at church, they talking about her recent interview where she was crying about now she has to shop at H&M instead of Bloomingdale's. Let's see what the Podfather had to say about this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
Our next topic, which is B Simone, who I would have put in the A block. B Simone, I think, may be the worst best friend in the world, in the universe.
Interesting, yeah.
Is everybody here familiar with B Simone? B Simone is a content creator, entrepreneur, comedian. She might be a medium. I don't even know. My girl don't even talk to the mediums no more since I stopped cheating.
Just shitted on him?
Yeah, I think that's fucked up. The mediums be their best friend when there's some bullshit going. Yo, sometimes the medium hits chicks too close to home. Anyway, what was I talking about?
B Simone.
B Simone. I got clips.
Yes, please.
I have clips.
I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like.
Let me pause this for a second in case y'all not understanding.
This is the worst shit ever.
This is B Simone's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Staring at B Simone in the face, saying, yo, dog, sometimes it's tough to be best friends with a celebrity because I was going through real shit. I was homeless. I couldn't eat. I didn't have money. I didn't have clothes. And her best friend is looking her in the face saying,
damn.
Jesus. Damn, bitch.
Sucks to be you.
Damn, you was going through that?
I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was
And
so
you were
convicted. I was so convicted.
I'm stopping this right here. No. What the fuck are you talking about? You were so convicted.
I gotta hear
I gotta
hear what the conviction was, though.
Yeah. All right, so I'll play it again. But let me just jump out there. No, you was being a bitch. You was being a bitch. It's too many new age fancy words to misdescribe some shit. You being a bitch. If you call me and tell me, Ish, about some good news that's happening, yo, I just got 5,000 doors. Nigga, stop fucking playing with the man. I'm gonna say, congrats. I'm not gonna call you right back and say, yo, I didn't really like how I felt when you told me that. Let me just start with some of my takeaways. One, that convicted word. I was so convicted, y'all. I was convicted. Convicted, I take that to mean you felt so strongly
that you had to call right back.
You had to call back and say something. I think that's a crock of shit. I think that is a total crock of shit. If your best friend is having the time of their life or closed some life-changing deal or is celebrating something, I don't think that that's a friend's job to now make it about them, which is exactly what B Simone did when she called back. She said, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. Well, bitch, who the fuck cares about how you feel when I'm calling you to express good news? I got a short list of people I can even call and express good news because you want to protect the vibes. And B Simone sit on the phone and say, I mean, I wasn't jealous because I don't want what you have. I think that's nasty to say too in this moment. And then she goes on to say, I mean, I just don't know. I'm figuring this out in real time. I hate that line now.
The real timeline?
Yes.
Doing everything
That's one of these.
time.
That's another one of these things that these new fuckity fuck people say and use to say, I didn't plan. In real time was in real time because it was a real thing. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, it was a Jinkies moment. Oh shit. New discoverables in real time. Not you discovering how the fuck you feel in real time with your best friend on the phone. That is a crock of shit. And listen, they say I ain't the best friend in the world either. So take it all with a grain of salt. But I don't feel like it was your place while your friend is saying good news to figure shit out in real time. It ain't real time.
There's some people that
go hang up the phone, put the gadgets down. It's okay to not have electronics in your fucking hand. Sit down in the corner and figure out how the fuck you feel, like we tell the kids to do when they bad at school. What is with adults running around and saying this type of stupid shit? And B Simone done did this. She done said a bunch of stupid shit. This one take the fucking cake.
I said
before we get to Ish being right, I want to come back in with venom for her.
Knock yourself out.
The offensive part of, because we niggas and Mel, but niggas understand the concept of, hey, if the bottle costs $2,000, nigga, and we ain't got it, then I got 5 and you got 5, we do it together. I'm not sleeping on that. Mm-hmm. There's a certain expected behavior when we on those terms, and the girl best friend just finished saying, girl, my car was repossessed.
I was fucked up.
I didn't have food. I didn't have money. I watched you take care of bitches.
I was on the wick line.
You don't get to turn around and say, I want to succeed together with my friends. Bitches be in a state of delulu and can't nobody say it because they got pussies.
Yo, it sounds like more than that.
I think it's
that's where I want you at.
No, that's a narcissistic.
I like the fact that
narcissistic shit that if I gave it to. I'm sorry.
If you succeed, it's through me.
Yes,
that's what it sounds like she wants.
Yes, very controlling and manipulative.
Yes. So I don't like the fact that you went out there and got it on your own, and now I can't hold that over your head.
Because let's be clear, I've never seen this new best friend. I've seen the old best friend, and I've seen B Simone for years. This is my very first time seeing her, which means you ain't tried too hard to put a spotlight on this girl.
Which more so,
you was cooking.
This isn't best friend.
This is bad. And let me tell you this. You
can't be best friends and you homeless.
I would like
that part.
Dog.
And I don't know that you homeless. Mm-hmm. We not best friends. That's one.
Mm-hmm. And the girl sitting there looking at her like, yo, bitch, you knew I was homeless. You knew I was broke. You knew I didn't have a job. I didn't have nothing. My nigga just left me. You knew all of this stuff. And I watched you caretake other people. She's saying that. I don't know if they had this talk prior to, but she's telling her. Also, listen.
Jesus.
I'm all for us winning together.
Jesus.
Please, hold up now. Please be clear. And even if it's not winning together, I'm with us having a good time together. I'm with us going to rent all the hotel rooms on the top floor of the motherfucking Doubletree. Well, maybe back in the day, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm with us having a good time as a clique, crew, conglomerate, and a team. And even winning together doing that. Period. / I'm also good with Ish going to get $5,000 on his own. I'm also good with Flip going to fucking Wyclef House for the whole month. Nigga, him and Mendices, all that shit he be doing. I'm good with Mel Pod taking. Yo, everybody ain't supposed to be there for every fucking thing. They don't change the friendship. They don't change the friendship. If Freeze go cut a big deal tomorrow, I'm not about to guilt trip him. I'm not about to use my friendship equity to make him feel bad that he doing something without me while I don't have clothes for fucking Bloomingdale's or wherever the fuck she can't shop at no more. Stop it, yo. Stop it. And because she's saying words like convicted and real time, she act like she's saying something substantive. Shut the fuck up, B Simone. It's a couple people that just need to get off the internet for a while. We had a vacation and break from Krishan. She back now. You gotta avoid her. B Simone is another one though.
Oh, she popular like that?
Yeah, she's pretty popular. Yeah. She's pretty popular.
Yeah, she is.
And when she not being stupid, she's well liked. So don't take my rant as, but she been stupid a lot. It's like when the Tiffany Haddish moment started to add up. Mm-hmm. Like she been stupid for a little while though. And we love her, so we want to handle her better than this. But B Simone, you sound fucking nuts. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you.
Jesus.
I won't hog up the floor with this. Where B Simone from again? Because I never knew that.
I don't know.
Is it LA? Is it Atlanta? B Simone, you just better hope Zion get traded over there where you at. Maybe you could take him from Mariah Mills. All this shit you talking about? She's
from Dallas.
Oh, Zion going over there. You in Dallas and can't get none of them niggas? Lively or none of them?
I don't know where she at now, but that's where she's from.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, shout out to B Simone. Thoughts of Paris. No, not a friend I want.
Now here's my thing. And I feel like this about B Simone and Just Hilarious. I think a lot of people would love to see their downfall. I don't think Joe feels like that. Obviously, he had an issue with some of her, antics online. I'm surprised they didn't talk about the church outfit, right? When she went to church in the booty shorts and was prophesying in front of all of these church people while she got on a suit jacket and booty shorts. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I do feel like sometimes when you come off as annoying, and I don't know if this is just for women in entertainment, but I think people could feel like I can't wait until she's gone. And we see it with Chris Sean, right? You saw Joe mention Chris Sean in the podcast. When you're a female and it just feels like every day I see you on the internet and you just doing way too much. Anytime it's a reason for people to kick your back in, they're going to do it. Now, that doesn't mean that Just Hilarious or B Simone haven't done things to get the kind of criticism that they have received. But I do think both of them need to be smart enough to realize that a lot of people like me, but it's a whole bunch of other people who don't like me either. And yes, that just comes with entertainment in general. I could say the same thing about myself, but it's a difference between people don't like you so much that you're annoying and they actually want to see your downfall. So when I see Charlamagne talking about, B Simone, and he's saying, she doesn't come off as genuine enough, that's proving my point. When the higher ups are already talking about what your downfall might be and you're at risk of losing your audience, I think that should speak volumes to you. And also, a lot of people in this entertainment industry, they do things for show. And I think it's people in entertainment who can see some of the stuff that B Simone does, and it doesn't come off as genuine. So this conversation that she's having with her best friend, and I love how a few people in the podcast, I think it was Ice, who said this might not be her real best friend. I cut this up so it might not be in the clip, but somebody kept telling Joe, hey, this might be just her little friend she do a podcast with. See, some of y'all don't understand. Some of these people just want to do a podcast so bad, they'll just get anybody to do a podcast with them. Come on, you want to do a podcast? You want to do a podcast? It was a time when I was in the beginning of doing stuff, I wanted everybody to do YouTube with me. I wanted everybody to do this with me. I wanted everybody to do that with me. But the issue is everybody isn't in the same place as you. Some people, they got a 9-to-5, they work in 1 million hours a day, they can't do it. Some people, they just not really cut out for the camera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I see some of these celebrities, they can find a little friend who got time to do a show with them. And then as you watch the program, you can tell y'all ain't really cool like that. Now, does that mean that this situation that they was talking about wasn't real? And that this girl wasn't really going through stuff and that she didn't see B Simone helping other people when she could have been helping her? Yeah, that still could be true. But at the same time, they could be saying, look, we going to have this on camera and we going to get the views. We going to run it up. You see what I'm saying? Two things can be true. I try to tell y'all that all the time. Some people feel like, they even say this in psychology. They say a person can feel two different conflicting feelings at the same time. Or you could be in two different conflicting mindsets or emotions at the same time. You could be depressed and happy at the same time. That's real. And so, yeah, they could be going through a real moment, but at the same time, they could be trying to capitalize on this through, YouTube and all this other stuff. And when she's crying about the Bloomingdale's thing, I got to a point where I'm like, okay, we got to understand women are women. And I'm not trying to do this thing where I'm talking about women, but I know for a lot of women, their financial status is usually measured in things like clothes and cars and jewelry. And for men too. But for her shopping at Bloomingdale's, I think that was a moment for her to realize I'm doing better in life. And when she has to shop in H&M, that's a wake up call to her, like, I'm not getting the same money I was getting. So she can still understand that my financial problems are bigger than material items. But for her as a woman, you know, she likes clothes. Just like as a man, you know, all men aren't like this. I like clothes. I like nice stuff too. When I first started getting money, I was tearing down Somerset Mall. If you from Michigan, you know I'm talking about the store with the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton. It's that mall. I was tearing it down. I think one day I spent like 20 grand in there. You know, if you a material person, the material things can tell you, hey, I'm doing something new in life that I haven't done before. And I didn't take it as, oh, she's just so stupid. Oh, she's just thinking about material stuff. Da, 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 da. I understood where she was coming from, and I understood that she's a female. And, you know, those things mean a lot to females. So you can be invested in material and still understand you got bigger financial issues and still trying to get yourself out of it, which is why she was putting this on camera so she can make some more coins. And to me, she was successful at doing what she wanted to do. We're talking about it. We're talking about it. The last thing I'll say about B Simone is I also feel like, and this goes back to the conversation about the booty shorts in church, which they didn't talk about in the podcast. I just know a lot of y'all saw what I was talking about. When I saw that outfit she was wearing at the church, I do want to say I think it's a lot of females and honestly just celebrities in general who struggle with being in an industry that is so known for having the pretty people. And so if you don't feel like you're this Hollywood's version of attractive, then you do try to fill the gaps in, you know, with material items and also with kind of like showing off your body. So if I'm not, if I'm not the best looking thing in the face, I'm gonna make sure I go to the gym, I get in shape. You know, if I'm a woman, I might show a little more skin, et cetera, et cetera. And I think we see that from B Simone sometimes where, you know, she likes to show a lot of skin. And so I didn't think the outfit was so bad. I should have it on screen, right? I didn't think it was so bad. I thought she was trying to be stylish, but I also could see that bit of her that's, you know, I'm trying to show a little leg. I'm trying to be pretty. I'm trying to do this. Now, I don't know if she had stockings on under the shorts or if she was just out all thighs, all meat. I don't know. But I do feel like a lot of women in this industry, when, you know, I don't know anything about B Simone's confidence and if she doesn't feel pretty and all this other stuff. I don't want to put that on her because I don't know her. She could be extremely confident, but I do see a lot of women in the industry, they struggle with that. And so they do a little extra sometimes when they don't need to. So like in this case, she's going to church with booty shorts on. No, I don't think that's appropriate for church. But at the same time, I want to say this too before I wrap up. It's a lot of these pastors out here who don't know how to dress at church as well. I saw I think he was like a bodybuilder, but he was a preacher. And you know how the bodybuilders be in shape and they be wearing the tight pants and they be doing the booty workouts. I saw that. This is no homo. This is no Diddy. But the pastor up here in like extremely tight pants, his pants so tight he went viral. I don't know if y'all saw this guy. He went viral for how tight his pants was, and he's preaching. And it's like he had on leggings, and his butt and his thighs is popping out. I'm sure the front was showing. He might have been having a little bulge showing. I don't know. I didn't see that much, but it's pastors who do this too. It's pastors who up there on the pulpit with see-through shirts on. So I just can't say B Simone is the only person at church wearing some inappropriate stuff as well. Okay. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. Shout out to B Simone. Thoughts and prayers. I'll see y'all next time. Shout out to the pod too. We're going to talk a little bit more about Joe and that 900,000 leak. They talked about that on the pod as well. I'll see y'all in a bit.